Autumn Essence, let's go. First up is this fragrance Bois, New York Intense. This is very similar to Ammoage Jubilation 25, which I love. I was hoping this was going to have better performance, kind of solve that performance problem of Jubilation 25, but it really doesn't. Maybe slightly better, if any better. I guess this scent profile, you're just not going to get that. You got that real nice blackberry note again. Like I said, just really similar to that scent profile at all. It's, I don't know, I'm going to say this is 80 to 90% close to that scent profile. And I do like this fragrance. It's got a great presentation, the box and everything on this, the atomizer, the cap and everything. So yeah, really sort of like that Roja presentation. So I really like the presentation. It's woody, spicy, it's sweet with some incense at the dry down. Like I said, about like Jubilation 25, just really regal, really works good dressed up. Pretty redundant if you already have Jubilation 25. I might like Jubilation 25 slightly better than this, but this is really nice scent profile here, and I do like this house, and it's super versatile. You can wear this any time of the year, but you're only going to get decent projection. It kind of sits close to the skin. Lasts about just 5 to 6 hours with pretty heavy spraying. So I don't know, something about this scent profile just doesn't project off my skin or a lot of people's skin. So yeah, the more dressed up you are, the better this is going to work, but you can pretty much wear it casually or, you know, daytime, nighttime, but evening's the best too. Great fragrance here, but sadly, it just doesn't perform like I'd like it to. All right, this Xerjoff Iommi Deified has this warm saffron with spices, real nice apple note, leather, and like a powdery rose to it too. Dries down kind of green, some patchouli and woods at the base. I prefer this to the original. For some reason, the original Tony Iommi Monkey just never really worked for me. Just couldn't get into that one. This is a very leathery scent, great for a night out, wearing a leather jacket especially. The cooler the weather, the better. You know, fall nights, this works really good. You could wear this on winter nights. Does give me like a rock star vibes. Very well balanced sweetness and spices with fruits to round this out with the leather. Fall evenings, as I said, is the best. Going out is my favorite time to wear this. I've worn it out a couple of times, and it was a compliment beast and just worked really well for me, and just kind of put me in, like I said, that rock star state of mind. All right, this Arabian Night from Arabian Oud starts off really bright and fresh with this citrus, lemon, and mint. After about 10 minutes, it kind of dries down a bit, and the warm, sweet tonka, cinnamon, and vanilla musk move forward, drying down like a warm amber woods. Just a touch of rose in this really rounds it out. Really well crafted. It's like a velvety oriental type of fragrance, if that makes any sense. Real velvety. This could be really worn any season. It doesn't have to be fall. You could even wear this in the summer or winter. Dressed up, dressed down. Signature scent type of fragrance here. You could wear this like any time or whatever, just like a dumb reach almost, a dumb reach niche fragrance. Sillage and protection just decent. It doesn't jump off the skin. Longevity not the greatest, like 6 to 7 hours. Just really well crafted fragrance. Kind of like a Venice type fragrance as far as its versatility and you know, popularity. Like people really like the way this smells on me. Great fragrance here. All right, another Francesca Bianchi, this Lost in Heaven. It's a sweet, spicy, animalistic floral fragrance. There's a really nice soft beeswax honey accord in this. It's really well done. Some cumin and spice. Has this vintage old school feel to it. Unisex, maybe leaning a little bit feminine, but easy wear for me. Not even close to being too feminine for me. Really comforting and sensual type fragrance. Perfect for fall evenings. Really good for date nights. That's when this works the best to me. Really high-end perfumery here. Has that signature Francesca Bianchi animalistic DNA to it. You can just tell it's one of her fragrances as soon as you smell it. I love it. Great fragrance. Love the house. Devil Share from Darren Island Perfumes here is a really nice woody tobacco, kind of ends up gourmand scent profile. It doesn't start out gourmand, but it kind of ends there. Perfect for fall. Reminds me a bit of like if you took Naxos and Angel Share and combined them, kind of get this. It's very complex and well crafted. Really nice sweet tobacco and bourbon accords, very realistic tobacco and bourbon accords. You're going to get that all throughout the wearing experience. Super realistic beeswax honey accord, more in the mids, kind of comes in after about 5 minutes and lasts for maybe the first hour. Lots of woods and warm spices. Dries down more gourmand, like I said. Doesn't start out that gourmand, but in a dry down, you're getting more like vanilla, chocolate, and caramel. This small niche house does really good work. Really impressed with the quality and the scent profiles he comes up with. Pretty unisex down the middle, maybe leaning slightly masculine, but gets more feminine as it dries down. Decent performance. Perfect for like a fall evening, especially if you're like drinking like a spiced hot apple cider and you threw a little bourbon in it. It'd be perfect for relaxing in the evening drinking that, especially if maybe if you're outside with a bonfire too. Really great fall fragrance here. This Dior Ambre Nuit, nice citrus rosy opening, a touch of pink pepper. There's almost like a marine, like ambergris note to this with some soft spices, kind of an amber tone all throughout the fragrance life. Reminds me a lot of like 40 knots from Xerjoff. Real unisex to me. Very soft projection too. It doesn't jump off you. It stays really close to the skin, on me at least. The performance not that great either. Maybe 6 hours. Always staying very, very soft and subtle. And, you know, just like a subtle almost if you're not wearing a fragrance. Just like a background fragrance. Really versatile. I really like it. Best on fall evenings when I'm relaxing, but on date nights this works really good. Really nice fragrance here. Just like I said, a subtle background type fragrance. It just creates a real nice, subtle, relaxing, romantic tone to it. Zoologist King Cobra has this really camphorous cannabis note that hits hard immediately and lasts a long while. You're gonna get this through the first few hours pretty strong. So you gotta like cannabis. And you have to like camphorous type notes too, because it's gonna be pretty sharp and hitting you hard. Then there's some aromatic spices and this damp, mossy, like soil accord that comes in. Really realistic, like earthy soil accord. Amber and incense at the base. It's very bold, green, spicy, earthy, woody, and smoky. A very naturalistic, artistic, and also very challenging fragrance. You have to like the cannabis note and be up for challenging fragrances. I love this fragrance, but this isn't for everybody. I get that. It's almost some of the incense and some of the fragrance notes at the beginning, like that camphorous cannabis and all that, sort of like hypnotizing, like a King Cobra to me. I kind of feel that. And then the earthy like jungle tones in this thing, they come pretty early and last throughout the whole fragrance life. They move forward as the fragrance goes on. You get this real earthy jungle accord. Really powerful like a King Cobra too. I like the storytelling here. I do feel like an apex predator when I'm wearing this fragrance. A new release here from Pineword Pumpkivus. It's got this earthy pumpkin flesh type of accord, brown sugar accord in it that isn't really sweet at all. It's kind of a dry sweetness, if that makes sense. A bit of molasses kind of tone to it too. There's a real dirty vetiver, some woods, a realistic corn accord drying down into like a earthy oud. Super earthy and dirty as it dries down. Definitely not your typical pumpkin spice type of fragrance, more of a pumpkin patch type of fragrance. Pretty challenging. Even for me, this is pretty challenging. It's like a pumpkin flesh, you know, the rindy, when you're carving it out, that stuff in there. Really earthy, almost like you're in a pumpkin patch, digging around your pumpkin, carving it out. Just rained, there's some corn still down in the fields around you, all the autumn smells coming up. Perfect Halloween night type of scent profile here. Very interesting fragrance, good perfumery here. I love what they do over there at Pineword. Canadian gentleman here from Meleg Perfumes out of Canada. It's a really small one-man operation, a niche house. Opens with this sharp rosemary and this zesty lemon lime, some mint, really brighten it up also. Really nice wood accord. Wherever he sourced these woods in this is really high-end smelling. A pine forest smell to it too. It's got some pine in it. There's a touch of coumarin, what gives it this hay-like accord. Grounded with this oak moss. I think it's real oak moss he's using here. A musky castoreum and vanillin. A touch of smoky vetiver too in the dry down. Kind of a floral, musky, fougere type of fragrance. A real Canadian forest type of scent profile to me. Named really well because you do have a gentlemanly feel to it with that fougere tone to it. Really well done here. I ordered a sample set from the house. I don't think he's using all the IFRA regulations, so he just sources what he wants. So you're gonna get to smell like some old style perfumery here, and I'm excited to do that. So just really well blended. This guy's doing good work here. I can't wait to try some others. I've read some good things, so excited about trying this house. Excellent performance on this as well. All right, the Zoologist Camel starts off with rose and jasmine florals. Some succulent dried fruits show up next. With a luring blend of like incense, myrrh, amber, and cinnamon. Real nice spices. It dries down more animalistic with musk, and oud starts showing up to kind of darken it up. It does give me this Middle Eastern desert type of feel. It's an Oriental, Arabic, spicy, fruity, very well crafted fragrance. I got to get a full bottle of this at some point. I love this one. I had an opportunity and messed up and let it go. I need to get a full bottle of this. It was a deal too. This is one of the more wearable Zoologist fragrance. which I'm fine with. I like wearable too. Most of the zoologists are pretty challenging. I don't find this one very challenging at all, more mass appealing. To some people, if you're just wearing designer, it's still gonna be a little challenging for you, but it's more designer-like than like the zoologist artistic type fragrances they typically do. I love it though. It's still artistic enough for me to really be engaged with it. That's what I like about zoologists. They're so engaging. You're trying to figure these out. It just keeps me more engaged. It's almost like a form of meditation. So I'm thinking about this fragrance and analyzing it through the day. So I love the challenging scent profiles and the artistry they do. Good performance on this one. Super versatile for the fall days. I'd say the more dressed up you are, the better this is going to work. All right, this Pineword Murkwood is one of the most popular from the house. It's a very dark green, I mean super dark green pine forest type of scent profile. A lot of incense and spices all throughout the fragrance life you're going to get. Especially as it dries down, you're going to get more incense and spices and darkness. Really smoky too. There's a lot of smoke in this. Good performance on this. Really creates this vibe of being like deep in a pine forest, maybe after a lot of rain and stuff, so it's real like damp and dark in there. It's got this like maybe a smoky bonfire burning next to you because the wood was a little bit wet and stuff, so it's giving off a lot of smoke. And maybe there's a Catholic church nearby doing mass or something and burning incense, and there's some spices floating around too. Perfect for me from like Halloween all the way to like spring. So works great in the fall, but I'd run this all the way through winter. Especially great in the evening, just super relaxing, comforting vibe to me. Be great on a fall day hike, which I've already done, and I wore this out on a nice fall day hike, and it was great. So it worked great in the daytime too for that situation, because it was like a 60-degree day, and it was awesome. Really created this vibe, this foresty vibe around me. So love this fragrance, love Pineword. All right, last up is this Terence Hughes Chaos. I'm kind of moving away from a lot of these Terence Hughes. They're just not to my taste anymore. I did really like them, and I've tried most of the house or whatever. But I like this one enough. I still have it. It's still in my collection. I haven't got rid of it yet. So to me, this one must be pretty good. More of a daytime fall scent to me. A lot of citrus and pink grapefruit at the open. There's this really unique juicy blue raspberry note. I think that's what I like. Then there's a little bit of plum mixed with that. You know, I love plum and fragrances, and who doesn't love plum and fragrances? There's some nice light spices. Dries down to that signature DNA he likes to do, that Tonka vanilla and woods. Kind of a fresher ultramall type of smell. Kind of like a lot of his fragrances have that ultramall, but this is a little bit fresher. I like that citrus and pink grapefruit with the juicy blue raspberry open. That really kind of takes it a different direction. Kind of comes off gourmand as it dries down. Definitely gives this youthful F-boy vibes to it, but super versatile. Daytime the best for me though. And that's it. If you made it this far, appreciate you hanging around and watching.
Vince the sense, bench press.